Tired of the censorship? Discover Real.video.
About 2 weeks ago, I released a video with the title that Trump only has one path to save America. And in that video, I called for President Trump to release the FISA documents and the FBI documents and other currently classified documents in order to expose the deep state traitors. And last week, President Trump actually issued an order calling for these documents to be declassified. And that's very encouraging because he has taken a very important step to saving this constitutional republic. Now, in this video, I'm going to lay out what's next because we're going to talk about military tribunals, military police arrests of deep state traitors, and the potential lockdown of the United States under a declared national emergency. And I'll also explain why these are steps that must happen, that we should all support happening in order to save this republic from deep state traitors who are right now carrying out or attempting to carry out a political coup, an illegal, seditious coup to overthrow this country and nullify the outcome of a democratic election. And they have been caught. It is now admitted out in the open that there is an anti-Trump deep state conspiracy. You know, this has become obvious now for a number of reasons. I'm going to mention some of the documents here. We've got Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Senator Schumer, Adam Schiff, and Mark Warner having signed a letter now admitting that they are traitors to America, and they are calling on the FBI and the Department of Justice to defy the United States president in order to cover the deep state's criminal activity and keep it hidden from public scrutiny. So we are calling for the arrest of those individuals and literally thousands of others that I'll get into here in a minute. I just want to mention too, by the way, I have no idea if President Trump watches these counterthink videos or if his advisors do. There were many people calling for Trump to release those documents, so I'm certainly in no way claiming that I'm the most prominent voice calling for that. There were, Sean Hannity was calling for it. Rush Limbaugh was calling for it. Alex Jones was calling for it. Among all those individuals, I'm one of the much smaller voices in this realm. But I think people appreciate my analysis because it's been very much right on this entire time and also ahead of the curve. And what I'm going to bring you here right now in this video I think it will blow your mind. I think it will open up your understanding of what's about to happen, and also why you should support this lockdown of the country, which some might call martial law. And we need to support the president in this temporary lockdown of the country so that he can clean out the deep state, issue mass arrests for literally thousands of people, and restore the constitutional republic and restore this country to the American people. And so in this analysis, I'm going to just lay out how this can work. Very quickly, though, I'm Mike Adams. I publish hundreds of different websites. Just want to encourage you to visit trump.news, which covers, of course, President Trump and all this. I also have real.video, which may be where you're watching this. And real.video is the YouTube alternative. And we now have over 30,000 videos posted there from thousands of different channels. And it's growing every day. And it's currently serving over 4 million video minutes per week. So be sure to check out real.video for other people's views and analysis of this situation. You're going to find a lot of very, very well-informed and intelligent voices there as well. So to understand what's coming, there's so many pieces of this moving puzzle. Let me just start with present-day news. Brett Kavanaugh. So Kavanaugh is about to be nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court. This last-ditch desperate effort by the Democrats to fabricate this complete hoax accusation against him by this woman, Christine Hazy Blasey, who can't remember in what drunken stupor she had interactions with which boys in high school and can't remember dates or times or anything, just now accuses Brett Kavanaugh. Well, she's worked with this abortion pill pharmaceutical company where she's served as their biostatistician for several years, and she's co-authored science papers for this company called Corcept. And Corcept offers the RU-486 chemical. It's an abortion pill chemical, and some of the revenues depend on abortions remaining legal in the United States. So not only does this accuser against Kavanaugh have a financial conflict of interest that is being completely covered up by the entire media, but she also has zero credibility. She has no evidence, no accurate memory, and she's an anti-Trump activist. By the way, she's been part of the marches. She's donated money to the Democrats. Her attorney was a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton, and so on and so forth. This is a last-ditch desperate effort, but you might wonder, why are they going to such desperate means in order to try to stop Kavanaugh? Here's why. Once Kavanaugh is confirmed and takes his seat on the U.S. Supreme Court, he adds one more vote in favor of these very aggressive executive actions that Trump is about to unleash on the deep state. And Kavanaugh needs to be present on the court in order to support Trump's emergency actions, which will be challenged, of course, by crazed, deranged Democrats in the Senate, many of whom are going to be arrested and tried for treason, by the way, as well as other individuals such as Rod Rosenstein, who is the acting, I think he's the deputy attorney general under Jeff Sessions, who might be a brain-dead zombie at this point. We're not sure if he's even conscious. We have no idea. He's not present in this world. Is not doing anything. So Rod Rosenstein is running the Department of Justice, and he is using it as a weapon to try to carry out a political coup. Rod Rosenstein is one of many deep state traitors who will be arrested and tried with treason or sedition or some similar crimes, and may spend the rest of his life in prison. But and by the way, there are thousands of these people. But how do we get there from where we are now? Well, it turns out that President Trump is, they say he plays 4D chess, right? He's already many moves ahead of the deep state. And all of this has been planned for such a long period of time. And it may even be, there's a theory that Jeff Sessions has been deliberately stepping back and allowing all these people to essentially to take the bait and engage in these deep state activities while Sessions gathers evidence against them. I don't believe in that theory. I think Sessions is just AWOL. But some people have that theory. I thought it's worth mentioning. It doesn't matter. Sessions will soon be irrelevant to this because he will be fired very, very soon. But Trump is so far ahead of the deep state in this. And you're gonna prove this to yourself here in just a second as I read you something. I want you to go to the whitehouse.gov website. Well, actually, the Federal Register. This is a government website, and I want you to look up Executive Order. What number is this? 13818 as of December 20th, 2017. This is an executive order that was signed by President Trump. And this executive order, as you will soon see, lays the groundwork for the criminal arrest and prosecution of Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and other deep state traitors, including James Comey and Loretta Lynch and many others, and Andy McCabe, even John Brennan, and so on. You might say, "Whoa, I never heard about that," and that's why you're watching my videos, because we bring you things that you have never heard of in the media, but things that are true that you can verify for yourself. So again, go to the executive order website on the government's website, 13818, signed on December 20th of 2017. The title of this executive order signed by President Trump is, quote, "Blocking the property of persons involved in serious human rights abuse or corruption." Now, you hear that title, you might say, well, what does that have to do with arresting Hillary Clinton?